Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Get ready! Get ready! Get ready! Blue 58! Here we go, D.
Open here is Allison. That's complete. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Mike Daniels makes the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers going to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
6 guys! Check 6 guys! Hey, 22! 51! Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Fight.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Stafford on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Easy alert. Watch the shift. Switch. Easy alert. Watch twitch.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. About 3 yards there to the 27.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Switch it. Come here, switch it. Kill. Turn 20. Kill. Turn up. Whip. Watch the whip. Mike's 50.
Here's Stafford. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Get that quarterback at all costs. 51's Mike.
Now it's Stafford. He's got his man. It's Curse. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
No. Recon, 132 fighter. Kill. 11.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Monday. That's going to be a long day.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a game of 25 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys, And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Give me something. Here we go.
The third-year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jimmy Graham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They stay on the ground on first from Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Set! Blue 60! Check, 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 check! 70!
Stafford on 3rd down. He's got Curse. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Stafford going to get this one to Johnson. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Tell you what, Bart, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Alert! 53, ready? 51 the mic, boys, 51. Hey.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And he's got Amendola on the connection. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go one more.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously cost them.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Stafford now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Bang, bang, bang. Check. Switch.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Out. Check it out, Reed.
On second down, it's Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, Mike 51. Okay. I'm coming. Monday. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. You don't want it? Hey, exit.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set, 260. I got one. Key tight end. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Hey. Check, 42's the mic. Check, 42's the mic.
They gonna need some therapy.
Monday. 36. Under 10.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Check. 11. Hot. Check 31. And middle.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Here is Anderson on 3rd and goal. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50.
40 got. 32. Check.
They'll run for it. Anderson. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. C.J. Anderson, such a bruising back, but he can't get into the end zone here. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And the first play in the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now Jones. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Come on, fellas.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Hey, Red! Fresno!
On second down now. It's Johnson, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another first and 10. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And it's caught here, Amendola. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's another defense.
Zero. Easy.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
51 to Mike, boy. 50. 40 got.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Come on.
To throw is Stafford. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Kyler Fackrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
From the gun, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling.
We got this.
It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And the Packer first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And that's complete to Adams. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yardage.
Okay.
Rodgers now to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey. 3 down.
Stafford. And this is caught by Curse. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Flushed out right. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. Amendola's got it. Complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30.
That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Stafford. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Everyone everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That's it. 280. 10. Right, 22. He's coming. Easy. Check 52. Light 42. Light 70. Get some penetration here. He's getting some penetration. Light 40.
Third and 2, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Stafford on first down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's got his man. It's Curse. And he's brought down. 11 yards there. First down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Hey, 5-0. You ready?
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Carry on Johnson. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Throwing is Stafford. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 29-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right here, right here. Back, back, back. Good dash. Come on, go. Right now. You got 58.
On first down, it's Morris. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
On first down at Stafford. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Open man is Galladay, complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check 9, 0.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Omaha, ready, move.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Let's go.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Hey, 50.
Jim. You go
Like 7.
You got tight right there.
Here's Johnson, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Now Johnson. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Complete outright to Kurz. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16.
Let's go.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater, and a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater, with 3 seconds to go. This for the win. And his kick is good. And the Lions are going to win this game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Detroit, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.